A sunny afternoon at Shawnee Mission East High School. Laughter. Students heading home. A normal day. Until it wasn't. A 13-year-old girl was last seen running across the field, chasing her brother. But she never made it home. 6 months later, her remains were found in an empty field, and the investigation led police to a school employee with a terrifying secret. This is the story of a predator who hid in plain sight, and the legal battle that nearly let him walk free. The victim, whose name we won't disclose out of respect for her family, was a bright, athletic girl. On that fateful day, she was seen running behind her brother, who was racing ahead. Witnesses say she suddenly veered off. But why? Was she lured? Threatened? The brother didn't realize she was gone until it was too late. We initially thought maybe she ran away, but her backpack, phone, everything was left behind. That's when we knew this was an abduction. Detectives quickly noticed something odd. The only adult on school grounds at the time was a maintenance worker named Horton. He had taken an unexplained break right around the time the girl disappeared. When questioned, his alibi was shaky. And then came the bombshell. He had a history of trying to lure young girls into the school. At least 2 other students had reported Horton acting strangely, offering them rides, or asking them to help him with something in empty classrooms. When police searched his car, they found a duffel bag with rope and a bottle of chloroform, a chemical used to incapacitate victims. Horton claimed he used it to get high, but experts said that was unlikely. Chloroform is dangerous, hard to obtain, and not a typical drug of choice. Prosecutors were confident. They had physical evidence, a motive, and a pattern of behavior. But the case took a shocking turn when a key witness came forward. A 15-year-old girl who said Horton had given her chloroform before sexually assaulting her while she was unconscious. She described waking up dizzy, in pain, with no memory of what happened. This was proof Horton had done this before. The jury was horrified. They convicted him, and it seemed justice was served. But in 2005, the Kansas Supreme Court overturned the conviction, ruling that the prior bad act testimony shouldn't have been allowed because it wasn't properly documented in public records. This was a major blow to the case. Prosecutors refused to give up. They filed for a retrial, and this time, they had 2 jailhouse informants, inmates who claimed Horton had confessed to them. One said Horton bragged about how easy it was to take her. Combined with the chloroform, the duffel bag, and his history of approaching girls, the jury took just 4 hours to find him guilty. This time, the conviction stuck. The victim's family finally had closure, but many questions remained. How many other girls had Horton targeted? Why wasn't he stopped sooner? And should prior bad acts be allowed in court, even if they're not perfectly documented? Some argue it's unfair to bring up past behavior, but others say predators like Horton rely on legal loopholes to escape punishment. This case is a terrifying reminder that predators often operate where we least expect: schools, workplaces, even trusted roles. Horton is behind bars, but how many others slip through the cracks? If you found this story disturbing, let me know in the comments. Should past crimes be allowed as evidence? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dive true crime cases. Stay safe and always trust your instincts.